Good morning if you're there. Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. My name's Brian, as you can see right there. And I'm a poet, and as it says right there. And on this channel, we do poetry. But, well, sometimes mine, but mostly we do other people's poetry. But what's the rub? What's the twist? I take that poetry and I take it and I turn it into music. But I'm a drummer. See, I'm a drummer, not a musician. So I have to use the tools available to me. And luckily, modern technology has developed artificial intelligence that we can use in cool ways. So I plug a poem into this music AI. It spits out a couple tracks, and we listen. By the way, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, listen to it. We usually do a compare and contrast. It spits out the two tracks. And when people are watching, we can listen to them, compare and contrast. Oh, but not on a day like today. On a today like today, I usually do them on Fridays, but on a day like today, I take them and rework them, and we gather them all up, and we listen to them again. And boy, do I got some surprises for you. Oh boy, I've been holding this since Saturday. So we got like three ones that, from the list of approved ones, and the rest of them, we're going to go on a little funk trip today. There's a couple funky blues and psychedelic. Just wait. I just cannot wait. But in the meantime, just a reminder, everything we do here is under fair use. And it's pretty cool. And like and subscribe if you are so inclined. So how's it going, Irish Mart? I guess it's just me and you right now, kid. So let's get on with it then. All right. So the very first one we're doing for this particular show, it's a review. Okay, because all of these are in alphabetical order, and I begin it with the Nizar Kabani and end with a Nizar Kabani. So we got a couple Nizar Kabanis. We got E.E. Cummings. We got some Gwendolyn Brooks, a couple Dylan Thomas, Ann Sexton, and so forth. Just Gene Toomer. Just, yeah, I'm excited. Here we go.
My darling, I have much to say. Where, oh precious one, shall I begin? All that is in you is princely. Oh, you who makes of my words through their meaning cocoons of silk. These are my songs, and this is me. This short book contains us. Tomorrow when I return its pages, a lamp will lament, a bed will sing. Its letters from longing will turn green. Its commas beyond the verge of flight. Do not say, why did this youth speak of me to the winding road and the stream, the almond tree and the tulip, so that the world escorts me wherever I go. Why did he sing these songs? Now there is no storm say you will be great only through my great love. What would the world have been if we had not been? If your eyes had not been, what would the world have been?
Good morning, Jennifer. Now there were two. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the second one, because the second one is also a review. Yes. It's called, this is After by, yes, this is the second of the three brought to you by the letter A. After by William Ernest Henley.
Like as a flame lit blanketed in smoke, so through the anesthetic shows my life, so flashes and so fades my thought at strife, with the strong stupor that I heave and choke, and sicken at it is so foully sweet. Faces look strange from space and disappear. Far voices sudden loud offend my ear, and hush as sudden, then my senses fleet. Somewhat faint and fainting to an immense and complacent dreamer.
So, cool. All right, now, here comes the fun part. So I started messing around with some of them, right? Like, just wait till later on. Like most of this show, most of this particular morning show is redos. This is the first of the redo, and I made this one into a. I got the inspiration to do like a funky blues style, and it made it sound like Destiny's Child, something that would come out of Beyonce. So just this one This one, you ladies are going to like. It's called August 8th. This is by Ann Sexton.
Do not be indiscreet or unconventional, play it safe. Listen here, I've never played it safe. In spite of what the critics say, ask my imaginary brother that wave, that childhood best friend who comes to play. Dress up and stick up and jacks and pick up sticks. Like downtown, stick our tongues at the Catholics. Or form a piss club where we all go in the bushes and peek at each other's sex. Pop gun in the street lights like crows, not knowing what to do with funny Kotex or wearing it in our school shoes, friend. Spooking my lonely hours, you were there, but pretend. And do not be indiscreet or unconventional, play it safe. Listen here, I've never played it safe. In spite of what the critics say, as my imaginary brother that wave, that childhood best friend who comes to play. Dress up and stick up and jacks and pick up sticks. Bike downtown, stick our tongues at the Catholics. Or form a piss club where we all go in the bushes and peek at each other's sex. Pop gun in the street lights like crows, not knowing what to do with funny Kotex or wearing it in our school shoes, friend. Spooking my lonely hours, you were there, but pretend. But pretend. But pretend.
Yeah, I love it when they stroll. That's like that. I call it the stroll, 'cause, you just going, you can see yourself walking around, walking down the sidewalk in the city or something like that. From many movies I've seen. Oh, yes. So, okay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this next one. Yes, it's the last of our reviews. Gene Tumor Banking Coal. This one's a pretty heavy one, if I remember right.
Whoever it was who brought the first wood and coal to start the fire did his part well. Not all wood takes to fire from a match, nor coal from wood before it's burned to charcoal. The wood and coal in question caught a flame and flared up beautifully, touching the air that takes a flame from anything. Somehow the fire was furnished, and then the time was right for some to say, right banking of the furnace saves the coal. I've seen them set to work shovels and with ashes never resting till the fires seem most dead. Whereupon they'd crawl in hooded nightcaps, contentedly to bed. Sometimes the fire left alone would die, but like as not spiced tongues, remaining by the hardest until day would flicker up, never strong to anyone who cared to rake for them. But roaring fires never have been made that way. I'd like to tell those folks that one grand flare, transferred to memory tissues of the air, is worth the like. Or for dull minds that turn in gold, all money ever saved by banking coal. Somehow the fire was furnace, and then the time was right for some to say, right banking of the furnace saves the coal. I've seen them set to work, each in his way, though all with shovels and with ashes, never resting till the fire seemed most dead. Whereupon they'd crawl in hooded nightcaps, contentedly to bed. Sometimes the fire left alone would die, but like as not spiced tongues, remaining by the hardest until day would flicker up, never strong to anyone who cared to rake for them. But roaring fires never have been made that way. I'd like to tell those folks that one grand flare, transferred to memory tissues of the air, is worth the like. Or for dull minds that turn in gold, all money ever saved by banking coal.
Yep, there's the it's a chair hopping lively one. Cool. All right. Let's just put it. I think it is with just a few of you in here. When I play these again later on, and more people, on days and stuff, yeah, certainly gets the blood pumping. Just wait. I got more. Here we start the redos. We've got heavy blues coming up. We got 2 Dylan Thomases. This is some heavy blues. This one's. I've been putting a little note here on the little file name. Dramatic heavy blues cover. This is Being But Men by Dylan Thomas.
Being but men, we walked into the trees afraid, letting our syllables be soft for fear of waking the rooks, for fear of coming noiselessly into a world of wings and cries. If we were children, we might climb, catch the rooks sleeping and break no twig. And after the soft ascent, thrust out our heads above the branches to wonder at the unfailing stars.
Cool. Don't apologize. I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad you got your blood pumping. Laura Lou, okie dokie. I don't do TikTok, so I don't know. This is confusing enough. Yeah, especially with all that's going on in my life. All right, this is our second Dylan Thomas. This is a heavy blues. Clown in the Moon.
My tears are like the quiet drift of petals from some magic rose, and all my grief flows from the rift of unremembered skies and snows. I think that if I touch the earth, it would crumble. It is so sad and beautiful, so tremulously like a dream. My tears are like the quiet drift of petals from some magic rose, and all my grief flows from the rift of unremembered skies and snows. That if I touch the earth, it would crumble. It is so sad and beautiful, so tremulously like a dream.
Yeah, that one gets the blood pumping now, doesn't it? All right, definitely. All right. So what do you think so far, my friends? All right. Oh, we got the. Oh, this is our Motown. We're doing a Motown R&B cover, "Cruelly My Love." So this is a lot. This is a slow, slightly different vibe than what we just played, but it's still cool. This is a "Cruelly Love." E. Cummings, because uh, um, the title and everything gave me the, it's just like, well, let's see what it sounds like Motowned up, and it was pretty good. So here we go.
Walk the autumn lawn alone, oh, for the last flower in the hair withers. Thy hair is a cold with dreams, love, thou art frail. Walk the longness of autumn, smile just to lead to the people for winter who crookedly care. Love, walk the autumn, love for the last flower in the hair withers. My hair is a cold with dreams, love, thou art frail. Walk the longness of autumn, smile just to lead to the people for winter who crookedly care. Love, walk the autumn, love for the last flower in the hair withers. Thy hair is a cold with dreams, love, thou art frail. Walk the longness of autumn, smile just to lead to the people for winter who crookedly care.
I'm glad you like that one. I like Motown too, although we really don't mess around with it too much here. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, I saw the title, and I was messing around with this funk stuff and everything. I was like, I wonder what that would sound like that, and it was just like it fit. All right, now might as well, since this is just going to be a regular 30-minute show, because I have, after this, I have to go get the windshield replaced in my car. Please, everything we do here is under fair use, and always remember, like and subscribe. They tell you that. Oh, by the way, we're at least last I looked, 453, one away from tying our all-time high for the third or fourth time. I can't remember quite. It's been a while. All right, so there are 6 people in the thing now. I hope you like what you're hearing. Now, this one is this one, Gwendolyn Brooks. Okay, sometimes you want something to happen and it doesn't happen. That's my life all the time. But with this, other things know better than you. Okay, and with this particular one, I was wanting a desert rock it up, but it wanted to stay in this country vibe. I know the original had this really bad, it wasn't good. It was this country vibe. I was like, okay, so I just put it down to just redoing it, and I put desert rock, and it came up with this. Only thing I can say is desert country rock. This is my dreams, my works. We'll have to wait till I return from hell. Gwendolyn Elizabeth Brooks.
I hold my honey and I store my bread in little jars and cabinets of my will. I label clearly and each latch and lid I bid be firm till I return from hell. I am very hungry, I am incomplete, and none can give me any word but wait. The puny light I keep my eyes pointed in, hoping that when the devil days of my hurt drag out to their last dregs, and I resume on such legs as are left me in such heart as I can manage. Remember to go home. My taste will not have turned insensitive to honey and bread. Old purity could love. I hold my honey and I store my bread in little jars and cabinets of my will. I label clearly and each latch and lid I bid be firm till I return from hell. I am very hungry, I am incomplete, and none can give me any word but wait. The puny light I keep my eyes pointed in, hoping that when the devil days of my hurt drag out to their last dregs, and I resume on such legs as are left me in such heart as I can manage. Remember to go home. My taste will not have turned insensitive to honey and bread. Old purity could love.
I think I feel myself getting a little emotional there because I just realized listening to that helps me understand that poem better. Uh-oh. I might have a light bulb going out. Oh, boy. So what do you think? Glad you liked the show so far. Yeah. And you can understand why I'm excited about this one. Okay. All right. Here's our second Gwendolyn Brooks. Yeah, I like it too. This one is funky. See, I put it here, psychedelic funk. Get ready to stroll, Sadie and Maud, Gwendolyn Brooks.
Maud went to college, Sadie stayed home. Sadie scraped life with a fine-tooth comb. She didn't leave a tangle in, a comb found every strand. Sadie was one of the livingest chicks in all the land. Sadie bore 2 babies under her maiden name. Maud and Ma and Papa nearly died of shame. When Sadie said her last so long, her girl struck out from home. Sadie left as heritage her fine-tooth comb. Mama went to college, is a thin brown mouse. She is living all alone in this old house. When Sadie said her last so long, the girl struck out from home. Sadie left as heritage her fine-tooth comb. Mother went to college, is a thin brown mouse. She is living all alone in this old house.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see here. Good morning, Cricket. How's it going, my friend? Don't have too much fun at your appointment. Remember, the last 20 minutes, you're going to miss it. Do replay, crew. I'm warning you. You're missing. Yeah. You're missing it. Because the best is yet to come. All right. This is a heavy blues cover, our second of our gene tumors. And the third to the last, we're on number 10. Yes, this is track number 10 of our 12 tracks for today. 12 tracks for today. Yes, have a good one, Jennifer. Here we go.
flowers rumbling in the wind, stretching clappers to strike our ears, full-lit flowers bitten by the sun, bleeding rain, dripping rain like golden honey, and the sweet earth flying from the thunder.
Yeah, sort of. But it was a lot better than what Suno originally spit out. All right. This is the one that I've been waiting to play for you guys. Jennifer's going to miss it because this is like, I don't know if you remember last week when that one called The Poor Man's Pig. I was like, I really wanted to see what I could do with that, what it would do with that one. Oh, I started working on the show with that one. And I was watching Married in Arkansas, and she had this funky piece on. I'm like, oh, maybe that'll go with that. So I started messing around with it. And, usually I just do a few, something turns out good, or, or whatever. But I worked on this one. I spent some credits on this one. And, messed around with it, copied and pasted sections, put little solos. I've been playing it over and over and over since Saturday, and I've just been waiting to share it with you guys. So here it goes. This is a psychedelic funk version of Edmund Burden's The Poor Man's Pig.
Ready fallen plum bloom stars the green apple boughs, and apple boughs is not as old toads back. Ooh. Where there's small roses, there a rose is seen. The building thrush watches old job who stacks. Ooh. The bright peeled oranges on the sunny fence. The pencil grunts to hear him stumping by, and tries to push the bold and scamper then. But her ring snout still keeps her to the style. Nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done. holds back. Where there's small roses, there a rose is seen. The building thrush watches old job who stacks. The bright pill dozes on the sunny fence. The pencil grunts to hear him stumping by, and tries to push the boat and scamper thence. But her ring snout still keeps her to the stile. Lets her run away, she snorts in bundling gallop for the cottage door, with hungry hubbub begging crust and orts. Then like the whirlwind bumping round once more. Nuzzle in the dark, making the pullets run, and sulky as a child when her play's done.
That's what we like. But just, and ain't the pig cute? Ain't that a cute picture of a pig? Too bad they taste so good. Well, yeah, I was excited about that one. All right, this is I'm going to play two more because I have an announcement after this one, and we have 10 minutes. So before I have to go, because I have an appointment at 8:30 to get my windshield replaced. All right, for this last one, it is a reggae one, tropical reggae of the Nazir guy. Yeah, When I Love, and it's got a female vocal, which kind of will, it's written by a dude, so it's a dude talking. So, yes, cute enough to eat.
I feel that I am the king of time. I possess the earth and everything on it, and ride into the sun upon my horse. When I love, I become liquid light, invisible to the eye, and the poems in my notebooks become fields of mimosa and poppy. When I love, the water gushes from my fingers, grass grows on my tongue. When I love, I become time outside all time. When I love a woman, all the trees run barefoot toward me. I feel that I am the king of time. I possess the earth and everything on it, and ride into the sun upon my horse. When I love, I become liquid light, invisible to the eye, and the poems in my notebooks become fields of mimosa and poppy. When I love, the water gushes from my fingers, grass grows on my tongue. When I love, I become time outside all time. When I love a woman, all the trees run barefoot toward me.
All right, my friends, just a reminder here. Besides being pretty freaking cool, everything we do, at least I think it's cool. Of course, I'm lame most of the time, so what do I know? everything on this program is done under fair use and all that stuff. And more importantly, well, if I put it up, I'm going to have to tag her in this one also, because she's the one responsible for the reggae, and that one was pretty cool. But more, like it says, have an awesome day and all that jazz. And the announcement. One of our favorite tracks, Bookends, #1 by Tony Harrison. I was doing some research this weekend. I was thinking about doing my critical analysis I have to do for my poetry class on that particular poem. Well, the guy was still alive up until a couple days ago. He died at the age of like 88. He was a British poet and playwright, apparently pretty famous. I figured, he was already gone, but yeah, that was kind of sad. So in honor of him, and because we like it, I'm just going to go ahead and, as an outro, play that one. He was 88 years old. Apparently lived a pretty good life. Sorry he didn't get to hear this, though. This one's for him.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that great, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
All right, let's go over here. Well, I remember thinking a long time ago that I was going to reach 85 and everything after that was just gravy. So I got another 30 some years left, hoping to have as much fun as I can during them. But yeah, these days, depending on where you live and what's going to happen between now and then too, because I don't want to get into that. Yes, but we love that song. Yeah, my mom, she turned back in February. She turned 78. Stubborn old goat. I haven't talked to her since April when she hung up on me because I didn't do what she wanted the way she wanted to do it, and it still got done anyways. And then she blamed her grandchildren on it. So I might not ever speak to my mom ever again. I love her. I didn't. I thought you were just surprised I wasn't a day over 50. Oh, no. No, when she goes, I will be one inconsolable little boy. Oh, let me know what you think about the tracks, okay? Especially the third one and the, well, third to last. Let me know what you think of those. All right, I am out of here. I have to go get my windshield fixed. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I will. I love her, despite all the issues I have with her. But there's this thing called respect. I respect her, but you don't push. You don't act like a child when someone asks you to do something just because they didn't do it the way you wanted them to. I put up with enough of that crap growing up. Oh well. I'll see y'all tomorrow. It's a work day for school, so I'll be at home and we'll do an extra. All right. Lots to do this week. Hopefully the rest I got this weekend helped because I'm going to need it.